It started out as a hobby, and it turned into something that I really loved. It turned out into something that my being couldn't exist without. My name is Hayden Morgan. I am 33 years old. I have 5 children. I work full-time at Toulouse, the thrift store, from 8 to 4:30. When I'm done work, I come home and I try to muster the energy to carve wood for nerds. What I heard from my mother's history was that her father was abusive and an alcoholic and treated her mother the same way that my stepfather treated my mom and my brother and me. Just kind of, he was on disability for some kind of back thing. I recall sometimes I was thrown up a set of hardwood stairs. That's actually what, like, my third memory ever in life is being thrown up a set of hardwood stairs because my brother tripped over a toy and he thought it was me hurting him. I remember there was one summer I didn't get out of bed till 2 p.m. every day. I literally watched the clock and didn't get out of bed till 2 p.m. every day, and it was The Hobbit for me. I read The Hobbit all the time. So I had a practice bow as a kid, and I was Legolas every time. Nobody was allowed to use my bow. But I would sharpen sticks, and my friends would be Aragorn or Gimli. Those are the main 3, Legolas, Aragorn, Gimli. I mean, I had a pocket knife, and I would carve points on the end of sticks so that there would be pointy sticks. Nothing compared to what I do now, which is basically thinning out the blade and making it look like a real sword. But, I mean, as a kid, you don't need that. You just need a pointy stick, and that's it. Yeah, that was my first thing that I made, was a bow. I've made one since, but I've kind of transitioned into swords just because you feel cooler with a sword in your hand than just a stick that looks like a bow. Yeah. This beast is what I did first. I still only carved it with a pocket knife. This was only carved with a pocket knife. Brought it home and carved it into a Roman gladius, and it just so happened that the very first sword I ever made was perfectly balanced. I mean, it took me a really long time. I made a lot of free stuff for my friends. The Witcher sword, Geralt of Rivia's sword with the 2 wolves on the end and facing in different directions. That was maybe 1 or 2 swords after that one. I ruined a saw and I ruined a file using it on bamboo. I learned that day that bamboo is horrendous when it comes to tools. But yeah, I just kind of sort of snowballed from there. I kept making things and posting them, and eventually people kept asking for me to make things, and here I am. So, I've had stitches. I like to say that a lot of my pieces have blood, sweat, and tears in them. There are quite a few pieces that actually have blood, sweat, and tears involved. So I've been going to the medieval event for 2 years. First year, we went with 15 pieces, and we sold maybe half, maybe 8 or 9 of them. Then last year we went with 45 pieces, and we sold about 30 of them. So first year we sold half, second year we sold about 2/3. Sold everything. I took 30 pieces to that event and I sold out. This started out as a hobby, and it turned into something that I really loved. It turned out into something that my being couldn't exist without. And I think that each individual has something that they love, whether it's history, even it's math or science, or just whatever niche it may be. If you do not chase that, there's a good chance that you might not be as happy as you could be in your life if you choose to not chase that. And as cliche as it sounds, Wayne Gretzky once said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." There's my piece of advice. Yeah. Honestly, the best part, I'm just a big kid, so the best part of completing a sword is going in the backyard and just swinging it around like mad.